The world's top players travel across the globe to the Crown Casino in Melbourne, Australia to play in the biggest poker event in the history of the Southern Hemisphere. At stake, over $7.5 million. FullTiltPoker.net presents the Aussie Millions. A record field of 747 players have been whittled down to just 50 survivors. And now, things get serious. Still remaining, a superstar on the rise who's left his competitors scratching their heads.
He's a bull, he's a tiger, he's all the vicious animals wrapped into one.
A poker Buddhist known for his blow-ups, trying to tame his inner demons. A total unknown from Middle America, here to make a name for himself. And a former world champion, the man who many consider to be the godfather of the Australian poker scene.
The truth is, I've made a huge impact on Australian poker. If Godfather it is, Godfather it is.
Tonight, some will survive. Yeah. Some will be sent packing.
That's sick. That's sick. That's sick.
And the journey of a future millionaire takes its next step. From the Crown Casino in Melbourne, Australia, FullTiltPoker.net presents the Aussie Millions. And we welcome you to the Crown Casino in Melbourne, Australia, home of the 2007 Aussie Millions. I'm Barry Tompkins alongside Michael Koenig. Michael, 50 players remaining, and now they're all in the money.
Huge sense of relief, but a lot of work to be done.
And there is our chip leader, Harabalos Voulgaris. He starts the day with over 1 million chips. First player over the million mark. But Voulgaris can't rest easy. He's got a Great Dane nipping at his heels. Gus Hansen and his chip stack of 562,500. That's good for third place in the chip standings.
Hansen deep stacked and dangerous.
So that's what's going on the outer tables. Meanwhile, at our feature table, that's Jimmy Fricke from Mahomet, Illinois. He's currently second in chips, 613,000. Christy Gazes, 241,000. That's just a little below the chip average. So here's where we stand at our feature table. Andrew Black and Patrick Fletcher both chasing Jimmy Fricke. The short stack is Chris Swensky. How long can he survive? Bigger question is, where is Andrew Black?
Those are his chips, and he should be sitting right there. He may be off meditating at the moment.
Black, who is a Buddhist, says that meditation is a key for him.
So is showing up on time.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh, my dad, slow, Dad. Come on, I should get the hand there.
The rule technically is the player has to be seated to receive his cards. Stay centered, Andy.
Action continues meanwhile at the table without Andy Black. That is Chris Swensky. He's an online qualifier from Cincinnati, a former law student, and he's got the goods. He'll make it 25,000, and now Fricke with an ace-queen. He raises to 100,000.
Sometimes when you have a lot of extra chips, you get a little cavalier with them.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm all in.
Swensky goes all in.
I should have folded.
Tremendous situation for Swensky. 87% chance of surviving and picking up a pot with more than $250,000 in it.
No spades, please. No spades.
Oh, this hand always gets spades.
If you want to get a tell on me, this is what I look like when I'm nervous.
To the flop. Two spades.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Oh.
Give me a break.
See, I'm exciting for the TV.
No way.
Or queen. Queen
So
queen.
here we go to the turn.
Sweat. How can the queen of clubs not come on the river?
Additional odds for Fricke, any queen or spade. He got the spade.
Oh, my goodness.
So sick.
Wow, Fricke comes from way behind to deliver an early knockout.
Unbelievable.
So our online qualifier leaves with 25,000 Australian.
About 20,000 US.
I run good.
That's an understatement.
Fricke will add to his stack, and he'll climb closer to the top of the leaderboard of this no-limit Hold'em tournament. If you're new to the game of Texas Hold'em, here's how you play. Each player is dealt 2 down cards. Then players decide whether to call, raise, or fold. If 2 or more players remain, the community cards are dealt. The first 3 are called a flop, and they're followed by a round of betting. Next comes the turn card, more betting. And finally, the river card. What makes it no limit is that a player can bet all his or her chips at any time. This is called an all-in. In this case, players show their cards, and in all cases, the best 5-card hand wins and takes the pot. Well, let's check right now on our otter tables. Gus Hansen currently third in chips and looking to add to his stack against Costa Varaxis. Varaxis all in for 67,500 with ace, queen of clubs. Now look at Gus. Makes the call with a pair of tens.
We say this is a coin flip. Hansen is in the lead and a bigger lead after that flop.
5-5-6 on the flop gives Hansen 2 pair and now a king.
Any queen or ace will save Varaxis, otherwise he's going home and he's getting ready to get up. Oh, he got it! Back-to-back hands, we have seen a nasty river card. And in this case, it is salvation for Varaxis.
And Varaxis rakes in 146,000 chips.
One time, please.
Over to another table, Joe Hashem, the 2005 World Series champ. He's all in versus Paul Wasika, 2006 World Series of Poker runner-up.
And Wasika flips over his cards and says, I can't beat you, sir.
Ace-9 and ace-9. Looking for all the world like a chop. Of course, the percentages you're seeing on the screen do factor in the chances of a split pot.
These hands will tie almost all the time. But, you know, with this flop, Hashem picks up a very slight chance of winning if more hearts come.
There's a heart.
Can you do it? Do you have it in you? Come on, I want to make Paul sick.
Before the flop, we were sure these hands were going to split. Now, if another heart comes, Hashem wins.
It's in! And Hashem has won.
Oh, man.
I outplayed you, mate. Come on. I outplayed you that hand.
Well, Hashem will win 170,000 in that pot. Wasika obviously does not look happy, but he took the beat pretty well, and he still got 341,000 to play with.
Man, this river, we need to rename it El Loco.
El Loco Rio. Meanwhile, back at our feature table, we've checked around to Andrew Black here, and Black, sporting a pair of kings, raises to 26,000.
Black has had a very good Aussie Millions, already placed second in a prelim event.
Rami Tadros with an ace-king suited will re-raise to 80,000.
All in.
Cool.
Instant all-in, instant call.
Kings.
But Black's is considerably better. 437,000 chips up for grabs.
So Tadros' tournament life is at stake here. To the flop, Jack 5-6. That's no help.
Pretty safe one for Andy Black. Tadros needs running diamonds or, well, now all he can use is an ace. Otherwise, he will be eliminated from the millions.
No miracles this time, and Rami Tadros' tournament is over. And it is Andy Black who knocks him out. Tadros will take home 25,000 Australian for finishing 43rd.
One after the other. Boom, boom.